Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, good day, good whatever time it is in your location. God is good. Smile all the time. Doesn't cost you anything. Just a little smile. Alright, good. So if you wanna smile with me, you can help also liking. That is another way of smiling. You can like this video or this stream. So the more you like, the more people will join us. And I think the music is still very loud and nobody can hear me. So how everybody is feeling today, what day it is in your location. Some people might tell you it's Monday, some people might tell you it's Saturday, it's Sunday. You never know. The world is too big, my friends, too big. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere around the world. How everybody is doing. So we are here for the people, and as you all know, the link is always provided for everybody to call and let us know what you think about stuff. All right, just fixing everything here. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully people can hear you and see you. So bear with me here because I am trying to fix different scenes on the screen just to make sure that we are cool. And there is a game that is happening right now between Liverpool and Brighton for the FA Cup. So I'm gonna try to put the radar on the screen just so people can see what is happening. And then we're gonna be talking football. Chelsea women also are playing right now. The last time I checked, we were leading, but I don't know if Liverpool came back. So we're gonna keep in touch, keep one eye open on games while we are talking football. Okay. Okay, so making sure not too loud. Otherwise, you're gonna be in trouble. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. Say hi to us if you are in the building. Okay, we're trying to settle and fix all the technical issues, but you feel free to call us, so you feel free to comment, ask a question, so we can keep going, yeah. You know. So this one is working, another one working good. This one, I don't know. And yeah. Bam and bam. So we're gonna try also to watch the game, right? The Liverpool game. 1-1 so far. 1-1 so far. So as I am trying to fix everything. Bam, done. Awesome. Good. I think we're ready to go. If people are not giving you feedbacks and then you don't know what's going on. So why people, we are more than 30 people and nobody say even anything. Why is that? Why are we so shy and quiet? Give me some feedbacks. Let me know if everything is working your side of the world. And And yeah, the volume, the mic, the image, everything working good. Maybe not. We have very tough audience on Sunday. I don't know why. Shadrach said that, hey everyone, Mr. Allen was here. He said, hello everyone. I hope you all doing good. You're doing good here. All right. Hello guys, Mr. Co, number 10. How are you doing, Mr. Moses? Hello to you. Mabil 100. Want that latest on Enzo Fernandez? Latest? You want the latest on Enzo Fernandez? And that's what we're gonna discuss here, my friend. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna double check what is happening in the world of football live here on CNN. If you guys. So since nobody is giving any kind of feedbacks, I am going to try to find something to talk about. Which is good. So Chelsea apparently are gonna launch some vicious attacks to try to steal this deal. Enzo Fernandez. It could happen. It's still a possibility because Todd Boehly is not done yet, my friends. He's not done yet. He's here to cause some damage. Yeah, Mr. Todd Boehly is like, you know what? I don't care about the financial fair play stuff. I'm here to do business. So before they close the loophole, on financial fair play, we're gonna have already like 10 players. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, my friend. All right, new bid for Enzo to stay at what club he's from. Wait, I'm getting a lot of messages. I don't know. So Enzo, yeah, new bid. Well, they gave another, the president actually, Mr. Ruiz Costa, actually wanted to give him 2 million bonus so he can sign another contract and put 150 million release clause on that. That is going to be a big mistake from Benfica. Not from Benfica because they're going to benefit from that, but from Enzo Fernandez. So my brother from Kansas City, I wanted to put you through, but you just disappear. You are not patient. It took you like 10 seconds and then you are gone. If you are watching, you can come anytime you want. I was just fixing something on the screen in order to be able to put you through. There are some technical adjustments to make. So that's why I'm clicking and checking 4 screens in front of me here. But yeah, I can see you, but I put you in the studio, but you are not on YouTube yet. Let me just fix the situation. I have to fix the situation. All right, so you are live now on CNN, Mr. Alao. What you have to say? Are you eating, or you are in shower or something? Or are you driving?
Yeah,
hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. We can hear everything. We can hear everything behind you. I don't know if you're watching TV or you're eating or you're walking. Something is going on.
Talking to me.
Huh?
I'm sorry. It's my wife that's talking to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, wife first, man. Listen, family first, bro. You don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to sleep outside, bro. Listen, go talk to her nicely. We're still here for hours.
No.
You don't have to rush anything. Hey, family first, bro. Terribly frustrated.
Yeah, I'm good. So good morning. How are you, Mr.
I
House?
am here just enjoying life as a Chelsea fan right now. I don't know if everybody's enjoying because we're not winning, but I'm enjoying the project. Okay, the project is good. We have Malo Gusto, the French guy, and then we are fighting now for Enzo Fernandez. Probably we might just we might just score that last gap goal. You know, the goal that it just been like 0-0 until the 96th minute. And Didier Drogba come out of nowhere with a bullet header. Bam! You know, those kind of how you gonna go crazy, right?
Yeah. I understand.
That's what we're waiting for here, my friend.
We are gonna see. You know, my fear is this. Enzo Fernandez. I do not see Benfica, sign an alternative. Should in case if Chelsea comes at the last minute, place a bid. So that is just my fear. I believe Chelsea will still go before the transfer ends, probably tomorrow or next tomorrow. But I don't know, because by now I believe Benfica is preparing for something as well. Probably they are going to refuse our bid, or they might eventually sell him to us. But my fear is this. I don't know. Sometimes some clubs, if they don't have the replacement, they will stick with their statement. Like, no, we are not selling. Because I don't see Chelsea beat up with 120 million euro. No, I don't see it happen. So...
yeah, we are offering 100 million with some players on top. So I don't know if they're going to say, okay, give us Jorginho or something. That is going to be sweet. So, Herbert, what's going on, bro? Are you there, Herbert? No? Yeah, Herbert has some audio issue, and even Mr. Lau still has some background noise. I don't know for what, but so whenever you're ready, gentlemen, you can speak.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you now.
Yeah. I mean, look, I just saw your confirmation of Malo Gusto. He's a good player. I've seen some highlights of him. Obviously, United were heavily linked with him because there was uncertainty over Wan-Bissaka's future. So he would have been a good replacement. But Wan-Bissaka has done well, because Jallo has been injured. Wan-Bissaka has been one of our better players. So obviously, like that, I think that's like you have spent more than $500 million now in 2 transfer windows, which is, no one can question it. If anyone questions it, you are basically jealous of what Chelsea are doing. I always told you, Chelsea can be 10th, 11th, 12th. The next year, they are going to spend big, and that's what you have done. So, and looking at that, I feel a bit embarrassed, what my club is doing. We have basically given, one of the best managers and one of the most informed teams in Europe right now. If you look, after Arsenal, you not even Bayern Munich, because they are like, only just 2 points clear on the Bundesliga, and they pretty much dominate that league. United are one of the informed teams, and our transfer budget is 3 million euros, which is what we paid for Weghorst loan fee. So it is a bit, chalk and cheese. That's why Ten Hag, he's working miracles at the moment. So I'm even more seeing Weston McKennie, going, because he would have been a very good replacement, because Eriksen is injured now. He has got a sprained ankle. So that's going to be 15 days. He's going to be out for 2 weeks now. So I would have liked Weston McKennie at United, for a loan. It's only 1.2 million, and he's a decent player. He can play multiple positions. He also looks like a Ten Hag kind of player. I haven't seen much of McKennie, but I know he's like, he's very athletic. Not really sure how good he is on the ball, but he's quite athletic. He can play multiple positions. So he's going to be man. So yeah, it's a bit sad.
Yeah, I said that I know the Glazers are selling, but it was going to be a very good deal for United, and the US market also open up when you sign an American team. But yeah, he's a very good one because I watch him every single game in the national team. So it's a good deal that I think going to Leeds United kind of a setback for him, a step back. So because you're coming from Juventus, Champions League kind of team, to Leeds, who are struggling with relegation, there is a problem here. But I think Leeds are going to be very stable from next season. They've been building something under Jesse Marsh. It's always going to be difficult to replace somebody like Bielsa, who overcoach, who has a certain way, like players who just like burned down really with his kind of method and discipline and all that, and a pattern of play. So switching from Bielsa to the normal football is not an easy task. But now that he got rid of some players and get his own players, a lot of Americans over there, I think they should be a very stable mid-table kind of team from next season.
Look, the American market, you mentioned it, like, Glazers, and we have so much American influence in our club, not with players, but I'm surprised that we haven't, looked into that. Obviously, we wanted Pulisic. Everyone knows that, but obviously you paid over the odds for him and then you got him.
Sorry, sorry, I want to report something very quickly. Brighton just scored the second goal. So it's 2-1. Yeah, 2-1 between Brighton and Liverpool. Yeah, you can continue, brother. Let's go.
Yeah. So, that's a good news because, Arsenal are out, Liverpool are out. They could be out. So that leaves, Chelsea, Tottenham, and United, and City. So, yeah, look, I'm looking at, I'm following the American, youth players. I was watching not yesterday, 2 days back, they were streaming, I think it was one of the American clubs versus under 14s, it was basically against Atletico Madrid's under 14s. So I was looking at them, there are some interesting players in there. So obviously I would like, the one player I would like, United to sign from the US team is that defensive midfielder. I don't know what's his name. He wears the jersey number 4. He looked quite good in the World Cup, man. I watched him. Maybe you can tell him he plays holding midfield. Not Tyler Adams, the other guy. I think he's African descent as well. So he looked very good. I wouldn't mind him, And anyways, we need a not replacement, but kind of substitute player for Casemiro. So I don't know why we are not looking into that market, man.
Yeah, the American market is good. They are even people don't take the MLS seriously, but I'm telling you, the level is really improving. And I'm sorry, people, if you see me looking everywhere. I'm doing something on the screen that I can't really explain to people, and while keeping up with the game and fixing everything on the screen. So if you see a little bit of lapse or gaps on me talking something different, you know why. Thank you so much. Yeah, you should really come here and buy some players, even from the MLS. If you look at Amron, he's from the MLS. If you look at Alphonso Davies, he's from the MLS. So MLS level is getting better, and many European clubs are coming here to shop.
If Dortmund are looking into that market, that just shows, Gio Reyna, I think he's only 22 or 21.
Yeah.
He has been suffered with injuries, but he's a decent player. So,
Alfonso
I don't know why. Yeah, that centre back you have in the national team, he plays for Leeds as well. So, it's a good place to, scout for talent. I don't know why. Chelsea should be looking into that because now you have set up this whole scouting network. I was just looking at your fixtures, and it's an interesting time because now you have almost 90% of your team is back, isn't it? I saw Felix training yesterday. James is back. Chilwell is back. So what's your expectations from Potter? Because now he has been back to the hill.
Yeah, my expectation from Potter now is to finish the season stronger. I hope that we can do something in the Champions League, especially because the Premier League is kind of very hard to tell at the moment. There are so many teams that need to lose, and us, we need to be perfect. But there is nothing wrong by setting up target. So you know that you are going for this, but it might not happen. So it's just kind of setting up some goals. Top 4, Champions League. Just put it out there so players knows that we are going for something, even though at the end we might not even get anything. But the second half is like I'm expecting him to improve the way of play at Chelsea, to get good result, and also decision making in terms of try to fade away certain players like Azpilicueta, Jorginho, anybody, even Mount. If you're not playing good, you are out. I just want to see him to be more aggressive, more, because he got a degree like in emotional intelligence or something. So I think a lot of emotions involved. But in football, sometimes you don't need those kind of emotions. If you have to be like in a military camp to get something, you have to go for it. You know, just like Eric Ten Hag is going to say, you, Sancho, you're not doing good at the moment. Go to Portugal, special training. You come back when you are physically and mentally ready. Ronaldo, you don't want to go on preseason, you sit on the bench. I want to see him like be like act like a big club manager, decision making, and then improving also result on the pitch. That's all I'm expecting right now.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm very excited to see Reece James second half, because before the injury, he was arguably, the top 5 players, not in the Prem but in the world. He was your best defender, best midfielder, and your best striker.
Yeah.
So now you have Chilwell as well.
Sorry, brother. The game just ended. And Brighton beat Liverpool 2-1. Again, this season they drew once, they beat them 3-0, and then now they beat them again. So, wow, Liverpool out by Brighton. Brighton are flying high. Mr. Allow, what is your opinion? Are you still there, or you just talking
I'm here. I'm listening to you.
To your beautiful wife. Hey, you don't want to get in trouble, bro.
Not so. Yes, he just came back from work the other time.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Right. I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm just so happy that we just signed Malo this morning. I'm just so happy. We have a lot of critics around us, especially the Arsenal fans. They were saying we are signing everybody, this and that. Mr. Porter is not good, or this, or that. I still believe in Porter until when I see his performance next season. To me, I believe this season is almost gone. I don't expect anything special. But whatever the case may be, next season, you will see. I know we are cooking now, and we are going to see the benefit of all what we are cooking by next season.
Very, very soon. I agree with you. So, hello, Mr. Arsenal for life, brother. Nice to see you here. And I think you are happy that Liverpool are out of the FA Cup, because Arsenal got knocked out also. So we are all crying. I did my mourning long ago when City knocked us out. Now, let's wait and see what's going to happen. So, people, Chelsea women actually beat Liverpool women 3-2 at the end. Sam Kerr is just on fire as always. And Chelsea, we are getting business done in the men team. The women are beating people for fun. So the project is good. Trust the process. So, oh my goodness me. So there is some update here about Enzo Fernandez. This Cesar Luis Merlo guy is the guy who's been reporting a lot about Chelsea. And this Enzo, he's from Portugal. This journalist here. He says more on the subject of Enzo Fernandez. It's a Google translation, so sometimes it doesn't translate exactly what he meant. So he says, I quote, Chelsea informed the club that they are willing to improve the offer to 120 million euros. Let's say 100 million pounds, somewhere there, without player involved. So before we went with a bid, like yesterday, we went with another bid of 100 million plus players of your choice. You come to Chelsea, you shop, you say, give me this, give me that. I can take this on loan. I can take this permanently. We make a deal. And apparently they didn't want it. And then Chelsea are going with 120 million, according to this guy here. And without players. If you don't want a player to get involved, you take 120 million. Now my problem is, if this is the case, and then his release clause is already 120, it doesn't make sense to me. This guy, people trust him online everywhere. I saw even Fabrizio Romano quoting this account here. So he got some kind of credit in the bank. So if Enzo Fernandez is 120 million release clause, you get him. Why Chelsea would offer 120 million without player involvement? It doesn't make sense. You know, if that was the case, I think Chelsea were just going to go and activate the release clause, get the player. So this tweet here from him, I'm sorry, but it doesn't make any sense. It made sense when he talked about 100 plus players. That means Chelsea are trying everything to get him cheaper. But when you're talking about 100 million cash, that is already the release clause and should be even a problem. Just pay the money and get the player. So yeah, this one we have just to think outside the box here, because it doesn't make sense to me. So everybody, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. It doesn't cost you anything. It just takes you 1 second, and 1 second only, to click. And the more you click, the more people will join us. You wanted to say something, Mr. Allow? No? Okay. So I'm gonna continue then. Wait. Yeah, I'm good. All right. So, is that make sense? Whenever you're ready, brother, I think you are from work. If you wanna go to sleep a little bit, take some rest. Don't worry. You can go and sleep. Come back here. We have another show tonight. I'm trying to reach other people who are not, who go to work like you. I think you are. I think you are snoring already. So I think I should. I decided to start doing some shows at night if I have time, because there are so many people who just don't have time to watch a show in a normal time. So evening, night, we can do another show if I have time. So you don't have to worry, brother, because I can feel your fatigue right now. Like you are struggling, brother. You are struggling. Mr. Sok Hang said that for me, I would not sign Caicedo at any cost, because I don't like the attitude he just did to the club. To Brighton, you mean, right? Now Brighton are winning without even Caicedo. Oh my goodness. Brighton just beat Liverpool without Moises Caicedo, without Leandro Trossard. It tells you that the team that Graham Potter built out there is outstanding. What a team. If you have a key player like Caicedo not in the team, and you beat Liverpool, without Trossard, who scored 3 goals in the first half, there is a problem here. I'm telling you that Brighton team, they're going to push until the end for the Champions League. And I understand why they are trying to keep somebody like Caicedo, because imagine if Caicedo was in the team. That is another level, right? They still have McAllister. They still have great players out there. Mr. Rovi Campbell. Hey, my brother. That would be because we're still trying not to pay 120 up front. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Because I was confused. Like if you offer that money, oh yeah, I see. Probably the wage or the payment structure. We're trying to say, okay, we're gonna activate the release clause, but can we please structure this so we can pay, little by little? Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. I didn't even think about that. I was thinking if that's the case that we're gonna give 120, so why are we negotiating anymore? Okay, yeah, that's you just opened my mind to see from a different perspective. Yeah, makes sense. Makes really sense here. So people, you can call me. I'm still here. My brother Alao is from work. He's very tired. I want him to go to sleep and come back tonight. And I don't want him to be in trouble with the family. So, Mr. Alao, please, you can listen to me because I always like sleep with some music and some shows. So, you take some rest, my brother, and come back tonight when you are full rested and you have energy, you have your coffee, and you can come back to the show. Thank you so much. So we are almost 70 people watching now, but only few likes. My brothers and sisters, what are you doing? Are you not happy about Chelsea doing madness on the market? Okay? You can just subscribe and like and all the good stuff, One click away and you are all set. Thank you so much. Much appreciate your help. Let's go. All right. Let me read some more comment here from you. Sock Hang say Rice is in the market next summer, right? Or this coming summer. And his value will be down than last summer. So Rice, Enzo, in the summer, it's okay for you. All right. Yeah, I like Rice, Everybody knows about it. But if the board decides to go for somebody else, there is nothing I can do about it. So I'm going to have to support the guy who is there. For Caicedo, I think it's going to be a feel-good factor. It's going to give you the edge, the bragging right. It makes you feel good that, we beat Arsenal again. We beat them on Joao Felix. We beat them on Mikhailo Mudryk. And if we beat them on Caicedo, it's going to be like a hat trick in one window, which is going to make you feel good. But at the end, feel good is not business the end of the day. If you just want to feel good, and then there is something about it. You mean business. You need people who can do the job. Caicedo, we have already his profile in the team. N'Golo Kante can give us probably a couple more seasons in the top level. You have Dennis Zakaria who can do the job. Lewis Hall can do the job. Chalobah even can play in the midfield. If you want, you can recall somebody like Ethan Ampadu can come and do the job. We have options that are not necessarily the same as Caicedo, but close to Caicedo. People who can defend, who can put a lot of energy and tackles. But when it comes to direct football, assist, opening defenses, breaking lines, see certain things that other people don't see. That Enzo Fernandez, that your boy. He's always on the move to try to find Aubameyang in front, to find Kai Havertz in front, to find Didier Drogba in front, So I like that kind of profile of people who always on the look. They don't look back. ever look back. They always try to take risks. Those are my kind of midfielders. You, John Obi Mikel, you, Michael Ballack, Frank Lampard, or, I said Essien already, right? So people like that, people who just mean business the end of the day, and not people who enjoy slowing the tempo and dancing in our own box, So Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, that profile, we don't have it at Chelsea. But Caicedo profile, we have it at Chelsea. So I don't really care. I know Arsenal, if they sign Caicedo, they're going to say, oh, we beat you. But really? Did Chelsea really, push? No. Like Chelsea went with 55 and then they refused, and we're like, okay, we move. We're going for somebody else. So it wasn't like us against them. The way it was with Mikhailo Mudryk. We took a private jet, flew to Turkey. Bam, we're not going back to London without you, brother. Here the money. Bam, bam. Arsenal are like, oh, how much? We can match that price. Oh, no, it's too late. Bam, bam. We signed the player. That is another fight. But Caicedo is not going to be a fight because we are not even fighting about it. So I know Arsenal really want to get this over the line so they can say, oh, yeah, now it's a draw. You took somebody from us, we took somebody from you, and he chose Arsenal. That is what they are looking for. They want to make themselves feel good. It's a feel-good factor for them, but Chelsea are not even pushing anything. If it's going to happen, it's going to be naturally. Okay, Mr. Sok. If Benfica can accept the structure, even they sell 100 million euro, okay? We also can go for it and put 10 years contract on Enzo before the UEFA ban our long-term contract policy. Yeah, that could be also another thing. We give him 10 years and we're gonna spread the costs in 10 years. So it's gonna be, yeah, that makes sense. But still a lot of money though, because you never know really how he's gonna be in the Premier League. Injuries, anything can happen, poor form. But in football, you just don't stop doing business just because you had some bad experience in the past. That's the way it is. We're gonna find a way to cover the cost long term. So why not? Ike.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, you still have a lot of echoes behind you. Who is talking about? Who is that chick behind you, bro? I'm gonna call your wife right now.
No, I just finished watching Brighton at Liverpool.
Yeah, did you see the game, bro?
Very
Brighton are on
game.
smoke. Brighton are on smoke right now, I'm telling you.
I don't know. I think the first person from Brighton we're supposed to sign was supposed to be their recruitment team, really.
But we signed almost all of them. That's the problem you don't understand. We have Paul McCauley, we have Win Stanley also in the team, and we have somebody else that I forgot. We have 3 recruitment team from them. One is one of their directors, and then we have 7 coaching staff that came with Graham Potter. So we got at least 10 people from them, plus Kukurea. And so so the point I'm trying to make here is this is the result of what that team did. So this is just like somebody reaping the fruit that he didn't He didn't work for. You know what I mean? So that's why there is a little bit of hope when it comes to Graham Potter, because that team, brother, it's easier to inherit that kind of team at Brighton than taking over Chelsea Football Club. Does that make sense?
Well, I agree with what you're saying to an extent. Well, I'm not talking about the team. I'm talking about the recruitment man. Did you see the new guy that replaced what's his name? This guy that went to Arsenal, Trossard?
Yeah, the Japanese guy.
Matoma. That guy is I think he's a carbon copy of a Mudryk. He's quick. He's very technical. Oh my God!
And he got end product. Product. He can shoot from outside the box. He can shoot both of his foot. He can.
Oh my God!
He can do pretty much everything. Yeah.
He's so good.
And that's what I said. That's what I said. Matoma, his name is. It's not like today that they recruited him. It was a work done by that group of people that joined Chelsea. So they had already target. They were talking already about those players, and they just signed them. And one of their recruitment guru joined Newcastle United. I forgot his name. So they are losing quality players, but the job was already done, and they're gonna get some other people for recruitment. They are very good. Look at, they went to South America. They got Caicedo, I don't know, for 3 million or something. Today he's gonna cost, I don't know, 100 million. Cucurella, they went to Spain because they got him 60 million cash from Chelsea.
I think we were robbed. Cucurella. I never, even when he was in Brighton, I never saw. He wasn't a fantastic player for me. I think we were just a panic buy. Yeah. But Matoma was bought for 2.5 million, and this guy lit up the pitch. Like whenever he holds the ball, you could see the problem is causing for him. Do you know how many times he sent Arnold? He sent Arnold to go and get chips. For about 5 times.
You have some static noise. You have a lot of static noise about around you. I don't know if you're using the same earphones that you used last time, but just making some kind of static noise.
Can you hear me now?
No, we can hear you, but still that annoying static noise around it. Can you disconnect yourself and come back?
Sure.
Yeah, brother. You come back anytime, because it's just killing my ears. So thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, so people, come join us if you have time, and the link is there in the description somewhere, pinned. So again, for people who just joined us, Enzo Fernandez, apparently Chelsea are offering 120 million without player involvement. They offered 100 million plus players before. They refused. Now we're going, okay, we pay the release clause, but a different structure. Give us a structure. But most of the time when it comes to release clause, the team, unless if you have a good guy and you have friends in that team are going to always ask for cash money. That is a lot of money to be paid. Cash money that is going to really put us in a lot of trouble. So, I don't know. I don't like players that will go and give a release clause and start sabotaging the team and not showing up to training. I don't like that. But most of the time, when it benefits your team, you take it good. You accept it just because it's going to benefit your team. But usually, when it happened to your team, you are angry. Thibaut Courtois, when he didn't want to show up for training at Chelsea, we were all angry. So what Moises Caicedo is doing at the moment is not really good. I don't like it, but I understand his situation, you know. And if Enzo Fernandez is going to do the same, he say, you know what, I'm not training. Let me go and put some kind of pressure. I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to enjoy it because I don't like other teams or other fans to go through what we went through. But I will understand. I will try to close my eyes and say, go for it, bro. Go for it because I want him in my team. You know how it goes. We are all biased. Let's go, Ike, back again.
Yeah. Regarding Caicedo, I think we still need him, even if we're making move for Enzo. I think we still need Caicedo because we don't have a midfield. I'm not sure we don't have a midfield.
How about Jorginho? What are you talking about? Who is better than Jorginho in the world right now? Tell me, name me two.
Like, are you kidding me?
Two midfielders who are better than Jorginho. What are you talking about? That brother is better than Kante, better than Casemiro. He's better than Toni Kroos, better than Fabregas, better than Kevin De Bruyne, better than Thiago Alcantara. He's better than anybody. What are you talking about, bro? Why are you needed a midfielder to do what? To come and do what when you have the best of the best? Come on, man.
The only thing Jorginho is good at is not getting injury. That is the only area I can give him a pass mark. The rest, I don't even know what he's doing at the pitch.
And you know the reason why he doesn't get injured?
Yeah, because he doesn't even try to dribble. He doesn't play for passes.
He plays one touch football. There is no way. He got small. He got like no contact at all. The brother after every game, he's like clean. He cannot even take a shower. Okay, he can just take his bag from the dressing room, drive his car back home, not shower, no nothing, because he doesn't even sweat. When the ball comes to him, just pass it to Mendy, transfer the problem to somebody else, and other people are getting all kind of tackles, all kind of issues that they have to solve the problem. He just passed the problem to somebody else. How can you expect him to get injured? How? A very clean player like him, how can he even get injured?
You're 100% correct. And I just don't want anybody who would not put in 110% effort in the team. So that's why, for me, I would just leave Jorginho as a squad player. But in the midfield, you could even see that Kovacic, he doesn't have any end products. You know, his major problem earlier was no end product, but very good in maneuvering, you know, passing, breaking lines and all that. But he doesn't have an end product. And then this season, or what I'm going to say this season, even the end product is not there. Even the breaking through lines is not there. Even how he schemes through defenders is not there anymore. And so I think they figured him out. And also he's having injuries. He's having knocks. Sometimes he doesn't play a full match and all that. So that's why I said our midfield should completely be renovated, like change all and put a new midfield there. Kante, who is telling you that Kante will not play the first game and then the second game is back in the hospital or where he's taking his medic and all that? Who is telling you that? So Kante is already prone to injury, and for me, if we have the opportunity, we should sell Kante. Honestly, we should sell him. I know he's a very good player. He's more or less a legend for Chelsea. But right now, we need to take advantage of his recovery and put in a bid for him to be sold immediately before his contract expires. Or if we can get him a 1-year contract extension and then sell him along the line, that would be beneficial for Chelsea instead of just losing him outright. But Kante has to go. Loftus-Cheek, I don't even see that player. Today he's very inconsistent. Today he's driving through into your 18. Today he's not. Sometimes he disappears in the game. I really don't know what's going on in our midfield. You know, you bring in the likes of Carragher. I'm not sure Carragher is really a midfielder. Carragher just runs around like a headless chicken. putting legs everywhere. It's not coordinated. If you see a player that is going to do very well, that is going to excel, you will see the coordination, his first touches, his a football sense.
But the problem, you're saying all the good stuff. The problem is you don't take context into account here. When you have people who haven't been coached for 3 years, you're talking about Loftus-Cheek, not stable, driving order. What position he played? How many minutes he had from that position? Loftus-Cheek is the only... Let me finish. Loftus-Cheek is the only guy that we had for a couple of seasons now that we play him from every position. The guy played even a centre-back against Brentford and kept a clean sheet against Brentford. He played a centre-back with Malang Sarr and they kept a clean sheet. He's the guy who played as a wing-back when James was injured and we beat Real Madrid and we beat 6-0 or whatever against Southampton. And then the same guy that we played as a winger and we won. We played him as a false nine and we won. The problem is some of our boys being victim of their own versatility. And the instability in the team didn't help anybody. No attackers ever improved the Chelsea Football Club in the last 3 years. Mason Mount, winger. Kai Havertz, running like a headless chicken. Callum Hudson-Odoi, wing back. Even Hakim Ziyech, wing back. So context needs to apply here. I think with a more stable team now, we're going to see who is a squad player. People like Ruben Loftus-Cheek are very good squad player because they can pretty much give you something when you are struggling with injuries or when it's like 20 minutes to go and you want somebody dribble and drive the ball, something. But they never ever played in their natural position. That is the context I'm talking about here.
Oh, okay. Also, what I'm saying is he's played wing back, he has played right back, he has played all these positions. Which of the position he has played excellently well, and everybody was satisfied that he played that very well? None. He gives me 50%.
But let me tell you, like I said, if keeping a clean sheet against Ivan Toney, keeping a clean sheet as a centre back, and we want, but you don't let me finish. You ask a question. You have to let people also answer. Well, what position he excel? If beating Real Madrid, beating them already like 3-0 up while you playing in the wrong position and the manager made a change and left brought Hakim Ziyech and Christian Pulisic when Ancelotti brought Rodri and Vinicius Junior to try to win the game, and you are putting the people who are very weak defensively. And we lost that game because we were so stupid. But if you play in the wrong position and you win against Real Madrid, all gun blazing, you must be doing something good. So if you play from the wrong position that you never played before and you beat Southampton 6-0, that is something there. That is excellent. That is being excellent there. If you I don't know, so many games last season that he saved us last minute, like Bam against Crystal Palace. His goal gave us 3 points to qualify for the Champions League. His assist helped us a lot. But because we watch certain players with a mindset to find what is wrong with them, nothing good they can do to satisfy us. You are not satisfied, but I remember in the same channel after the games, people came here, praise him, call him, oh my goodness, we are lucky, we have to keep him. But the praise in the Chelsea community when it comes to academy product and English players is just 1 second. The next second, if you do any little things, we go back to, oh, look at this. This is what I'm talking about. They can do 99% of good things. We're just looking for that red flag, that so-called red flag, and blame them.
Well, we all have our own different opinions, and we know what we're looking out for. What I'm looking out for is somebody who can give me consistency.
and somebody
consistency, you have to play consistently. That's the problem. Let me just jump here and say, if you want to be consistent, you have to play consistently in one position. Every single game, like you at work. I don't know if you are a doctor or nurse or something in the hospital. Tomorrow, you play as you give anesthesia to something. Tomorrow, another day, you're working another. How are you? That's why they are specialists in every domain. So if you're going to ask some people to be consistent, first of all, give them the run of games, okay? Play them consistently in one position. You don't ask for consistency. Today I play in the midfield. Tomorrow I'm a false nine. The other day I am a center back. The other day I'm a full back and a wing back. How can you expect somebody to be consistent in 10 positions?
Have you heard about a player who is multitasking, who can play in different positions and still do well? Have you heard about that?
Yes, sir.
You
but
need
not everybody.
Yeah, you need such players when injury comes and all that. Okay, fine. I've heard all you said about Loftus-Cheek, but what about his injury record? Do you know that this guy has spent a lot of playing time in the hospital taking medication? He's an injury-prone player, for Christ's sake, and that is what we are trying to eliminate and wipe away from Chelsea. Because if you notice, virtually our 11 players, all our squad are injured. And why is that? Because some of them are injury prone. They will stay in the taking medication for 3 months, 2 weeks. So we need to just clear these guys and bring in people who can be able to, who have the strength and the stamina or whatever, and who are not injury prone. Like Caicedo. There's a record that Caicedo has never been injured. Those are the kind of people you need to bring in. Okay? So about that, let's just forget about Chelsea and forget about our squad and talk about Enzo. Did you hear about what's happening? Enzo coming in? Is that true?
Yeah. It's not. Let me just answer to a little bit here, because we tend in the Chelsea community to think that if we bring somebody, he's gonna be injury free, which means no injuries, and he's gonna be a baller because we spend money. In the last 10 years, I don't know how many very good players that we brought in the team. We are like, wow, what a player. So instead of like spending money for to fill up the gaps, I think people like Ruben or Mason Mount or whatever academy product can help you, and they are doing it for free. I don't understand why people focus on Loftus-Cheek when he's not even playing. Even when he's fit, he's just service to requirement. Like, we need him just for a short period of time. But people focus on him just to take attention away from Jorginho. And we have Jorginho brother here in the house. I know that I'm just punching him already before even he start. So you will see people will bring attention to certain passport just so they can protect other people. For me, if I have to keep one between Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek, definitely I will keep Loftus-Cheek regardless of injuries, because he doesn't even play a lot, even when he's fit. Going to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez is not true yet. The report, I'm putting it on the oh man, wait. I'm putting it on the screen right now. It's not true. Those are speculations. Apparently, Chelsea are going with 120 million, just the release clause, but they want to find a structure to pay that. But when it comes to release clause, always that team is going to ask you to pay cash. So if we agree on a payment, we can get him. If we don't agree, we have to go with cash money to get him. So nothing is done yet, but we still hope. Only few days to go. So I can't.
To me, I don't want to spend that much for Enzo, to be honest. That was why my first comment was regarding recruit. why are we not looking for an alternative for our midfield apart from Enzo that is costing us £150 million and all that? That is crazy. Bringing in Enzo does not even solve the entire problem.
But you want to sell everybody that's not performing.
I can take the risk to go to one of these feeder teams, Brazil, stage 4 teams, and use 30 million pounds to get about 10 players.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sure out of for 2.5 million, 1.5 million, I can get about 10 players there. And I'm sure out of that 10 players there, 2 will be a star. 10 midfielders, I'm sure at least 2 will be a good midfielder. I'm going to get like 2 or 3 midfielders out of that 10 I bought. And it's going to be cheaper for us. So why are we going to spend Enzo? Is it because Argentine, or because of the award he won during the World Cup, or what?
Very good question. Very good question. Let me say hi to another brother from Johannesburg, Mr. Joseph. You are in the building.
How's it? Yeah, Enzo. If he's English, it would be 200, my friend.
If he was English, he was going to be 200 million. Okay.
Yeah, 200. Everybody knows how much last year Rice. They're calling how much money David Moises.
Declan Rice, they want it like 150 or something like that.
So you see, who is this one is a younger, is like in product is better than Rice. This boy, I'm sure when I see it is
on paper, my brother, on paper. Yeah. But when you come to the English football, you have to play on cold Monday night in Stoke, and that way we're gonna find out who you are made of. So even when, that's why I'm not always. I don't agree always with people who say we have to sell everybody and bring everybody, because everybody look perfect. Everybody look perfect, bro. Even this guy here, Mr. Enzo, I'm happy that we got somebody who can play progressive football, but I'm not expecting something different like, oh, he's going to be the next De Bruyne. No. You come to the Premier League, brother, you don't get that kind of gaps. You play with the best defenders in the world, the best teams in the world, and then you're going to suffer. Let's see it on the pitch. So I'm happy, but I'm not gonna get gassed and say, "Oh no, we got no." You have to prove me.
Yeah, same thing. These boys. Actually, Chelsea buying most is for the futures. It's not finished article which they are buying it now. Like let's say Thomas Partey is a finished article. Casemiro, we know. They know what they will get from him, how long, everybody knows. But Chelsea, they are focusing on the future, not today or this year, maybe next year or after next year will be improved, these boys. They are building, I'm sure, for the future. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, I like that guy. You already told them, we never spend nothing. He's free, that guy. He's helping free, when we
spend. And he's a very good squad player. I never said start him. Yes. But if you have somebody who can play different positions like that, you have to feel yourself lucky. And you don't know what you miss until you don't know what you're missing until you lose you do that person. I think he's a very good player. He's been all over the place and you have nothing to lose.
Guy, Yeah, he's not making noise. I'm not playing there and there. It's like that. That guy is cool. Bro.
He's always good attitude. Just like John Obi Mikel from the bench, whenever you ask him to come, bam, he's going to just get the job done. But we have a certain mindset towards that certain people, certain academies, certain passport, because the hate they are getting, oh my goodness, it's just beyond football. Like this guy, literally, he doesn't even play, but every single day in this same channel, everybody wants him out. I'm like, brother, he doesn't play. Remember, he hasn't played for 4 months. Why you want him out? It doesn't make sense. Mr. Gordon, are you there? Mr. Gordon. Henry, Gordon, unmute yourself. No, he's drinking something.
Yeah, now Loftus-Cheek, he play every position when the managers call him. He play defender, he play right back, he play left back, he can play striker. This guy.
Every position, and that's why you're not gonna be good in one thing because you've been shipped everywhere. But he's a proper number 8. That is his position. Number 8, driving the ball, coming late in the box like Frank Lampard. I still remember some of the golazos that he scored when he first joined. Under Mauricio Sarri, what a player. Yeah. And bam, he got that bad injury here in America before the Europa League final. Bam, that injury is just like career-ending kind of an injury.
And I've read also that boy, that Chukwuemeka, that boy, is almost similar with Ruben, that guy, a little bit faster, but they are playing that boy also is out of position.
Out of position.
And end up they will say he's rubbish or
he's
whatever.
Rubbish, get rid of him and all that. I don't get it.
Yeah. I heard his interview last time. He said his position number 8 and left hand side. That's his position. He never played since that guy he came to the Chelsea. He never played that position. Always left hand side, winger or like that. He's not playing that position. We have to judge players their own real position, and he play maybe one full season there, and you
can judge him, or at least give him back to back, at least 3 games only. Give them 3 games in the right position before even we start throwing stones on players. 3 games in the row. That's all I'm asking for. But for a Chelsea Football Club, we give somebody 5 minutes here. We judge that person from the wrong position. 5 minutes, we want to kill him. Oh, he's rubbish. Brother, give him 90 minutes. Give him 3 games back to back to back. And let's see how he goes. That's the problem Chelsea fans don't understand. The end of the season, they bring some statistics. Oh, Conor Gallagher played 20 games. Okay. How many minutes? You will see he played maybe like 150 minutes. How many minutes in one game of football? 90 minutes. That tells you that the guy was coming 2 minutes, 3 minutes at the end of the game, but because statistics are going to tell you the amount of games, it does mean that those are the amount of games the guy played. It just few minutes here and there and from the wrong positions. And we want to judge them based on fake news and wrong statistics. That's the way it is in the Chelsea community. Harry, one more time, I'm going to try to put you through. Mr. Harry Gordon, are you there? Mr. Gordon, 1, 2, 3, Mr. Gordon. Thank you so much for stopping by. Come back anytime, my brother. I can't put you through. You're not talking. You're not saying anything. Yeah. All right. Victor is in the building.
Hello, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Oz. Hello, big up everybody. Now, the intention was not necessarily to come in and make comments this morning, even though I've been listening to you in the background. But anytime the conversation steers towards our local in-house talent, I get very excited. Why? Because Chelsea has a nasty little habit of not using the ones that we have. There's a saying out there that a prophet is not appreciated in his own backyard. And it's true. We have that habit. I mean, even Loftus-Cheek that all of you are talking about will go into any team and do well. He was at Crystal Palace. He was a baller there. The same as Gallagher. There is something about Chelsea that is so sad that these players come back. We keep players that keep dragging us down on the field all the time, constantly. And we don't give the opportunity to the play. They are not going to be stars in 2-3 games. You have to give them the opportunity to fail, to make mistakes.
Exactly.
Their mistakes to do, but we don't have that opportunity for our inbred, for lack of a better word, our local or academy players, and then we go and spend 120 plus million. I know that I've watched Enzo's performances. I've seen his clip. Like I continuously say to you, if you saw Kai Havertz's clips before he came to Chelsea, you would think that he will come in here, he will be a star of 10, 20 years. He came to the Premier League and we see how he's doing. People that have not been tested in the Premier League, if you see their clips, it's all the best moments in their entire football career was spliced together, and it looked good. When they come really into the team, it's a totally different ball of wax. I'm not against him, but if we also don't get Enzo, I will not be sad.
Yeah.
Necessity is the mother of invention. If we come in and we don't have anybody in the midfield and we are forced to depend on the ones we have, maybe there's a player in Loftus-Cheek, maybe there's a player in Chukwuemeka, maybe there's a player in Zakaria that we have not unearthed. Yet we are willing to spend an enormous sums of money. I was going through stadiums that have been built recently. A stadium can be built by that amount, 120 million euros. Can build a stadium in one of these developing countries easily, and you just split it, spending on one player to be the panacea of Chelsea's problems. We have enormous problems in the midfield, and you think that 120 million on one player, because of what he did in the World Cup or what he has done in a much less competitive league in Portugal, to come to the Premier League and save Chelsea from its woes. No. Somebody said also, and I've been listening for a long time, that we could use 50 million, 30 million pounds and go and get 10 players from one of these feeder clubs. And out of 10...
Yeah, Mr. Ike said that. Yeah, Mr. Ike said that. Yeah.
And 2 will shine. And that is true. We have to go outside the box. Instead of people identifying these talents and then we make them our one and only target, and because they know we have money, they don't budge. Why is it that Gordon went to from Everton to Newcastle for 40 million pounds, and Gordon would not have come to Chelsea for 40 million pounds? They would have asked us for 60.
Yeah,
because they think we have the money.
There is a difference there, like the other guy also, he say 10 player for 30 million. Like, we are not a team like a half what you call it, top half the table team like a Brighton, bringing small players.
We are now. We are 10th now.
No, for temporary that. We are temporary that. Everybody we know Chelsea next year or even end of the season where we will be. We know we accept that, but we can't do like, let's say Caicedo or Moises Caicedo, 4 million they buy from Ecuador. Now they're asking 75 lakh. We can't do like that, We expectation is high on Chelsea community and all around. So we can't bring the player which is not proven player from somewhere 10 million, and we can't do like that. Every year we want to win. So we have to buy that something like proven players. We can't do like, if it's like that, we got more players, young players, academy. If you want to do like that, we don't have chance even to give them. Imagine we are buying the like ready players who can do today and push to win a title, and or if not title, top 4. It's like that. If we don't do like that, we are not called Chelsea as champions of Europe or whatever. We can't call it. We have to accept something. We can't buy a player from outside for 10 million and
I understand. Listen, because of who we are, because of the label Chelsea Football Club, even if we went for Moises Caicedo in South America, believe me, it was not going to be 3 million. Probably it was going to be 10, 15 or 20 million because of Chelsea, because of our stature, because of Chelsea. Anthony Gordon just joined Newcastle United for 40 million plus 5 million add-ons. But remember last summer, we offered the same money. They refused because we are Chelsea. So we are treated differently on the market. No matter how those players from South America or whatever, we're going to always pay 2 to 3 times more than normal teams because of who we are. because we are Chelsea.
Yeah.
But still, I have to agree with Mr. Victor and also Mr. Ike. The fact that we can also detect certain players. I like, in general, like low profile, low key players from somewhere we didn't hear about them, anything, and boom, you buy them and they are good. That's why our scouting department and the data, the computer people in the office now need to do their job and try to find us the next Hazards, the next De Bruyne. And I think they are doing their job already. I can't really be harsh. They've been in the job for a few months and they found David Datro Fofana already. They brought us Noni Mudryk that nobody really knew who he was before now. And they are pushing Gusto Malo. Nobody even talked about him. We never heard of him. They found him, and we paid less than 30 million.
He's Brazilian, eh?
No, Gusto Malo, he's French. I mean, his parents are from South America somewhere, but he's French. He plays with French under 20, whatever. So he's 19 years old, by the way. So it gives me hope that this is just going to be temporarily Chelsea trying to get these expensive players, because at some point we're going to have just to go and find those germs. But we have to build a team before. We have to build a great team that's functioning good, ready to win something, ready to compete at least about something. And while you are bringing those unknown players, slowly and surely putting them to the team, and then it's going to fit nicely. So you don't have to wait for a project to be mature 5 years. No, like the way I see the Chelsea model is building from already made players, the people who are ready to do the job, and also, those unknown names here and there, and we're going to build a team like nobody want to play against. That's what I believe here.
You see.
The last guy said that we're Chelsea, we have to be buying the big players and all that. But also some other person said in this channel that we have bought the best players, we have bought the players, and still it's not working. And they've been playing for like 5 years, and they've played about 100 matches, and they pick their best clips and make a clip out of it, a video out of it, and then you think, wow, this guy never loses the ball, he never makes any wrong pass. And then when you come to the Premier League, you see a different ball game. You see people who are ready to kick you to take the ball, and then you don't shine. So we have been in this position before, and that's why we are saying, let's change a little. Let's not be the banks of other players. Let's go and fetch these guys young. Do you know today that Brighton bought a midfielder? Nobody has heard about him. No, Brighton bought a midfielder today. I think he was in the pitch there. I don't know if he was on the bench or so. A midfielder they bought today. I don't know if it's 1 million or 2 million they bought the guy, but believe me, the next season that player is going to be for 80 million. There's this guy called Mitoma. He played on the left flank, attacking flank. I think immediately Trossard left. This Mitoma guy, jumped in. That guy was the star of the game. I saw him.
Yeah, he's very good. He's very good. His first thought, I was like, wow, I already detected the star there. Immediately, that's why you when you were talking about Loftus-Cheek and all that, and all our old players, I'm telling you, look, a star is a star. Once he holds the ball, his first move, you will detect. So the moment Mitoma played that first pass, I saw a star in him. Immediately, I went for research. He was bought for 2.5 million by Brighton. And that guy already in that match, this today match, has sold himself. He's a 80 million pounds player, 100%. Brighton is not going to take anything less than that. This guy is like the brother, like a twin brother to Mudryk. I've not seen Mudryk play, but he has the pace, the skills of Mudryk. Even look at the goal he scored. He scored the winning goal. It takes somebody who is patient and quick and fast, skillful to score such kind of goals. If you could see the passes he made, you will see a born star in that guy. Those are the people Chelsea really need. And that's why I'm saying we should change our method a little, not go out and start getting all those guys that have the best clips and all that. Yeah,
and when they come to
I agree with you. I agree. I've been saying this for years, brother. If you've been watching me long enough, I always promote unknown names like Mahrez when he came from the French second division. N'Golo Kante, nobody knew who he was. But what I'm saying now is that takes time. Scouting takes time. Chelsea, we didn't have any scouting department. We scouted Camavinga and Tchouaméni. Fabregas recommended Tchouaméni, say, before it's too late, this guy you have to pay. Back then, he cost like 20 million. Chelsea scouting department keep on scouting. And after 3 years, they decided to go for Saul Niguez and pay 5 million for a loan. And then the rest is history. So before, we didn't really have people who make decisions, who can build. We were there. We have to win. We have a billionaire who doesn't care about building a team, but who cares about winning right now for prestige, for his own good feeling. He didn't care. But now we have people in place who are just like us, who sees what you and me are talking about right now. They have been in the job for a few months only, and you can see what they are trying to do. But I'm not going to just come here and condemn them or blame them for trying also to build with some key players, but also mixing with unknown names. There is nothing wrong. We are Chelsea Football Club. We are not Brighton. Brighton can wait. There's no pressure over there of winning a title in 2 years. If it's happened, it's just a bonus. They are a selling club. They are a business. They know they're going to sell those players. They have all the time in the world to develop. But you come to Chelsea, you have to win something. The fans are waiting. You have global audience waiting for a trophy. So it's different than Brighton. And you have to give credit also to Porter, who did a great job building a team for 3 years. The first years, I can bring you clips here. Everybody wanted him out. This guy came to kill our club. They were a yo-yo team, which means fighting for relegation every single season. And then all of a sudden, that guy come. The first year, horrible. The second year, he bought Caicedo. He bought Lisandro Trossard. He bought all those players that you see shining today. He developed them because it's Brighton. No pressure. But you come to Chelsea, you bring somebody like Matoni or whatever his name is. He doesn't do good the first game. All of you here are going to say, look at Chelsea. We miss our Chelsea. We want Abramovic back. Look how awful he is. Because Chelsea, we don't wait. We just want everybody to be perfect every single game. It could be he's having a bad game, a bad day in the office, but the first game, it's over. Or when a player comes and he performs great the first game, we go crazy. Oh my goodness, this is the missing piece. This is what we've been looking for. Oh my goodness, we are lucky. Okay, second goal, second game, third game, fifth game, he starts flop. Oh no, we made a mistake. Get rid of him. Go. We don't want you anymore. So Chelsea fans are the most complicated fans in the world. We don't wait, and we flip-flop all the time depending on the result.
There is a point here that I want to make real quick. You see, the NFL in America and some leagues, right? The style of play, the plays they call are already written down. Okay, when the coach comes in, he tweaks it here and there, but basically they stay with the playbook. If you are a coach, you come in, the players are already there. You don't see, and I know they are two different sports, and they are two different leagues, and they are the way they hire and fire are different, and the expectations are also different because there's no real relegation and promotion. So people can just relax and do what they need to do, and it's all about the money. But it's not the same as international football, as we know in Europe and elsewhere in the world. But what I'm trying to say is that there has to be a way of doing things in this club that regardless of what manager comes around, the core and the foundational aspects of what makes a club or a team tick and the way the style we play is just, adding players who will come in and what is called reinforce that style. And not come in and walk into this team and totally come like this guy, Mudryk, just walked into our team, and he is the star. Yet the people that are on the payroll in the team are receiving twice as much in salary terms than what he's being paid. But he is a talent that walks in. So you will say what is happening is because they've lowered the foundation, the what's it called, the standards. The standards have been lowered for so long that Jorginho gives a forward pass and we give him man of the match. A forward pass, a professional footballer. He doesn't create, he doesn't add on to the attack, and he has been a constant in our team for years. Not for weeks or months, for years. And yet we are Chelsea that commands billions of dollars in investments. So this is where the problem is. If we are going to start a project, the project should look like a real project that is sustainable, not a project that is the same old. I'll give this new managerial, the new CEO some time. The only qualms I have is the manager they picked. I don't know if the manager is up to it. Some people say give him time. But you know what? Somebody made a comment here. He said, you can tell a star player by his first touch when he has just been bought for 5 million quid. I can tell from his speeches, from the way he conducts himself at press conferences, the way he talks about the other teams, the players that he currently has, that this is not an A-listed coach. And to compete with the Peps, Guardiolas, and Pops, and all the best coaches in Europe, this man might not be the man. He might be the one to bridge it, to give it to somebody else to bridge our transitional period, to give it to somebody else that can stand toe-to-toe with these other elite managers and command the kind of respect that you need from also world-class players to be able to go up the hill again. That is my only problem. But all of that remains to be seen. It just needs time. But right now, the rot that is in the middle of our team needs to be taken away. Jorginho, Kovacic, all of them don't give you anything. That is why we are running and begging with heart in hand for Enzo. Because if Kovacic was giving you something, if we are about to receive, Kante was returning anytime soon and to show up, why are we going out there begging to pay 120? We are literally going to beg these guys to reduce the price to what, 90 million quid for one player? But it's because the ones we have here, we have encouraged them. They are not good enough. Let them all go. The midfield is rot. If all of them go and you start from afresh, then you are building again. Because if your best player remain a 38-year-old man in a club like Chelsea, you are not building for the future, folks. You are not building for the future. That's my 2 cents.
Henry. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I think to add to Bro Victor's point, I think that is where the club is going right now. Is they're trying to prove a point that those who are there are not doing. They are not doing enough, and you can see that if you introduce something like performance-based bonuses, that means they are looking for, people who can perform, people who can take on players. We didn't have that for a while, and so that's why Mudryk and Felix they've came in and they've shown that, and we need someone to take. Exactly, we need people to take on defenders, not just pass here and there, and so I believe they're going towards that direction. It's just that midfield we need to address. We need to address it, and who knows? Maybe when Enzo comes, then Kovacic will start being benched, and even someone like I know there's a lot of talk about him, but someone like Mount who's been on on some kind of a bumpy ride can also take a mental break and sit on the bench, so other people can play. So we bringing these guys to come and challenge, those who are there. That you are here, it doesn't mean that your spot is guaranteed, and so any mistake you are being benched. And I also want to add that as for the academy, I don't think it's possible. I mean, the academy is there to graduate players into the first team, but I don't think it's possible that all the 22 players in the academy, if that's the number, can switch into the first team. The academy is also there as a business for Chelsea to sell to other clubs as well.
Yeah.
So if we look at other teams, Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester United, the academy players that have made it to the first team, maybe a maximum 4 or 5. Then
So the rest of them are being sold as well. So I don't expect every academy player to make it into the first team. But I'm hoping that they'll be given the chance to play into the first team.
Also, what I wanted to add before I forgot about that is that there's no norm. It's not like a norm, like just because Manchester United or City or Liverpool don't have enough academy graduate, and then it need to be a norm, like we have to follow them. Probably because they don't have enough quality in their academy. Probably because Chelsea got a better academy than them. So if you look at the class of 1992, for example, at Manchester United, and you have 11 academy product in the first team. I'm just trying to just like bridge that gap about just because look at Europe, the whole Europe, they don't have enough academy product the way we have at Chelsea, and that's supposed to be like some kind of norms. For me, the way I see it, if you are good, you are good. You are not good, you are on the bench or you are sold. And not everybody from the academy is supposed to make in the first team. You have to try, but in order to try, somebody need to give you a chance. Before, in the past years, nobody even looked at them. You know, it's a mindset, you are bad, you are here for business, that's it. But we had some bowlers that we killed their confidence and they never made it to the next level. People, so many people watching right now. If you can help your brother get 100 likes, that doesn't cost anything. It's just one click away, and then you are set. Just one click. Let's get as soon as possible to 100 likes. Please, let's do it. It's Sunday. Be generous. Take your second, and then do it before we continue, because the more you like, the more the channel is promoted to other people. Sorry, Joseph.
Let me go.
Yeah. You wanna go?
Let me say something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let me say something. I'm gonna go. So about on midfielder, the other guy, I think Victor, he said, they are worried. I think Enzo now they are paying that much money. Benfica, they are giving bonus to 2 million and making a release clause like 150.
Yes,
it will be a competition. That's why I'm sure the Chelsea, they are pushing to get now than even making the competition next summer. It's gonna be too much competition. I'm sure they are pushing for that. And by the way, they're slowly clearing the midfielders. Our midfielder, we don't trust like before. Even Kante, even if he come back, we don't know how good it will be or how long he's gonna save it. So
that's true.
That's why they are pushing on Enzo issue there. So we hope next year we will have a brand new midfielders and brand new manager, and everything will be go right. Thank you.
All right, my friends, you have a lot of calls. Like you have a business. This guy is a businessman. Every time people are calling like crazy his phone. Thank you so much for stopping by, my friend from Johannesburg, South Africa. Come back next time. God bless you. What are we gonna talk here? Let me answer to some questions here on YouTube. This guy always tries to find a way to complain. So no more soccer IQ, I guess. Well, when I go to soccer IQ for 1 week, so now no more GFC. Did you get a strike? Did you punish, or did you get suspended by YouTube? I switch here. Oh, you are here, so that means the other. What do you want? You always find something to complain. It's about pushing one channel, coming here because we can have more people to push them over there. I was there almost for 2 weeks. You were complaining every single day about the GFC channel. Oh, you got suspended. Oh, you brought all kind of theories. I'm back here. You complain again for me to go back to IQ. What the problem with you, brother? Is a building process. Be patient. A channel is built over the years, over the weeks, sometimes I'm just one person. You know, and I can forget, and you don't have any idea. You have to change the keyword, the password, everything to switch to another channel, and it's complicated, and I have a family to feed. So, yeah, you see me here, be happy. You don't see me here for a month, it's not a problem. YouTube is not killing me or anything. if you don't see the channel anymore, that means the channel being terminated. But if the channel is still active, that means I don't have time to post videos over there or to be live over there because I have other stuff to do. I have even other channels that have nothing to do with football. So you don't get it. You don't get it. Stop complaining. Mr. Kenny 14, Chelsea need to expand the stadium pitch. I think it will suit our style of play. Yeah, Stamford Bridge is still small in terms of the stadium, but also in terms of the pitch. Our pitch is small. So next time, listen, you know those billionaires, they are not stupid, right? You don't get billions by being stupid. There is something better than they do. Whatever mean it is for them to get there, there are something that those billionaires do better than you and me. So every time people try to teach them a lesson, brother, they know what they are doing. The stadium is a very, very key part of this business because they need their money back. But it's gonna take time. The new owners just took charge few months ago. It takes months, it takes years to build something and to come up with a good plan. Things are happening behind closed doors. Chelsea are even trying to buy some land around Stamford Bridge. So everything is going to be all right. Yeah, Mr. CS, Mr. Messi's brother is laughing at me and say he love this channel. Okay, when I'm going to suspend this channel for 1 month, again, it's going to be, oh, so now you've been suspending on YouTube and you start complaining. What's wrong with you? You always find something to complain. Anyways, anybody, I think Ishmael hasn't already said anything. Ishmael, are you there?
Yes, Brother Ozzy, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Take your time. I'm going to give you as much time as you need because you've been there for hours and not saying anything. Let's go.
No, we have to be patient, it's fine. No
yeah, you are very patient. I can tell. You are very, because if it was me, I was going to lose it already. Or maybe like I left already the chat because how can you put me on hold for such a long time? Let's go, bro.
No, this is how we get good content, when everybody can take their time and be clear and be able to express themselves. So it's fine. No problem. And I just wanted to greet Brother Ike and Brother Henry as well.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to add to what the brothers were discussing earlier in terms of our midfield. I think we've touched on it last night, but I can say it again.
Yeah.
We have had a very huge disconnect between the forward line and the midfield.
Yeah.
This is why all our transitions used to break down, and it always used to come from a cross or from a fullback or from the flanks somehow, either a pass or a quick 1-2, but there was never direct connection between the midfield and the forward line.
Exactly.
If you recall, the last time we won the Premier League was in 2016.
Yes.
When Diego Costa was playing.
Yes. Fabregas.
That was the link. Why?
Fabregas,
because Fabregas because Fabregas was a creative player that was able to see a pass that no other player can see for Diego Costa. If Diego Costa played for us at the moment, he would be struggling, just like Lukaku, just like Aubameyang, just like Dacho Fofana. It's going to be frustrating. Yeah, it's going to be very frustrating. This is why, even though it seems that we're spending a lot of money, and it's understandable that other teams are going to charge us more because we were the ultimate glory hunting team with Roman Abramovic's era.
Yeah.
He will come, he will see there is a problem, and he's going to throw money at it, and it had to work. If it doesn't work, then the coach's neck is on the line.
Yes.
And these teams, they've been watching the Premier League, and they know us very well, and they know how Roman used to spend the money. So it's going to take time for them to adapt to the new project that we're trying to build now. And also, the fact that these kind of midfielders will be the creative link between the forward and the midfield is very encouraging.
Yes.
This season is going to be painful. As painful as this may sound, this season can even be a write-off in terms of the Premier League.
Exactly.
We can go for 14 game winning streak, and we can get the maximum points available, but it will depend on the top 4 to actually lose their morale and lose their points.
Not in our hands anymore. We depend on
exactly.
And when you see teams like Brighton winning games for fun, beating Liverpool today, you were like, are they really going to drop points? So you start asking some questions yourself. But yeah, I know what you mean.
And the point that Brother Ike actually made earlier was a very good point regarding Brighton's scouting department. The reason why they are playing the way they're playing is because even if the coach leaves, they have a tailor-made coach to come in and imply the same tactical system that the previous coach was using. If you watch how De Zerbi played, how Potter played, if you look at the way De Zerbi played when he was in Sassuolo, even though they got relegated, and even when he was coaching in Shakhtar, he plays exactly the same way Potter plays in terms of formation, in terms of overcrowding the midfield and using the fullbacks to actually come into the midfield, just the way Man City have been playing recently. And with the quick counter, it's the same style.
Yes.
So this is why we are very hopeful as we speak now, because we can see, even though we're not Brighton, but let's be honest, if you look at Brighton's scouting department and the project they built in the last few years, if they had the same amount of funding that Chelsea have, they would be probably the best team in Europe.
Exactly.
You know, and Mitoma and these players that have been bought for peanuts is because that is the budget that they can afford at that particular moment. You know, so I think we just need to be patient. And and one more thing that's actually making us hopeful is the fact that every player that we bought so far is not only technical, but it's for every position. So they're all technically adept in every position. But Yashil as a defender is technically
they are physical too.
Physical too, yes. Malo Gusto, technically adept. Mudryk, the same. All the players we have high IQ.
Exactly.
In terms of creativity,
that is the point. High IQ. That is the point right there, brother. Preach. Because sometimes in the final third, I'm just thinking myself, IQ. What's happened? IQ.
You know, you're right, brother, because I remember last night when Brother Victor was saying this as well. He said Gallagher is a good player. Gallagher is a good player when it comes to the last 20 to 25 minutes when we want to close the game down and we are winning. But in terms of creativity, even if you pay attention to the game against Liverpool, there was chances where Mudryk gave him, and all he had to do is make high IQ decisions or better decisions. But instead, he fumbled on the ball. The same issue with Mason Mount. When he used his high IQ, we had that goal for Kai against Man City in the Champions League. But since then, the Mount that we used to know, that used to give through balls, there is no more through balls anymore. It's almost predictable. And so it's good that, and I'm very hopeful as a Chelsea fan, to see that everybody has high IQ. So now is the time where we can be patient for the next 7 months, concentrate on the Champions League. And I know it's going to be painful because we as Chelsea fans, we got used to fighting on all fronts. But great things take time.
Exactly.
We need to learn how to walk before we fly. And this is the only painful thing. This is the only painful thing as Chelsea fans that it's hard for us to absorb. You know, because I understand people are laughing at us, the other teams, especially our rivals like Arsenal and so on. But we as football fans, I'm talking about authentic football fans, like the brothers in the panel and yourself, we know if we get highly technical players in every position, I think we can even outplay Man City with the right formation and the right system.
This
is going to be an entirely different Chelsea. It's not going to be a counter-attacking Chelsea. It's not going to be a one-player magic kind of Chelsea where he takes the ball and takes on 3 players like Hazard. It's going to be something beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
So let's just be patient for this season.
I agree. You heard here first, people. You heard here first. You have to be patient. Ike, are you ready to be patient, and you still think that that Porter guy is still not Chelsea level? Get rid of him.
Well, Victor said something about Porter. He said Porter wasn't the manager. He doesn't know how to speak. He doesn't have the winning mentality in him and all that. And I tend to agree. Porter, to me, that's my own opinion, and from what I've seen, Porter is not a manager. Porter is a coach. And there are difference between the manager and the coach. Yeah.
Are you still there? Oh, you break.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear.
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, that was right. So Porter is the coach, and he's a very good coach at that. Okay, so I think he will grow. He has never managed any big team, like any top club like Chelsea. So I think every time he will grow into that kind of manager we want to see. When he starts seeing players convince him that they are doing very well, he start getting win. You will see that it just automatically comes. You see him start, being pompous, talking, with authority and all that. So, so that's it about Porter. And the players we are getting for him, if you watch, we are not getting an already made established player. No, we are getting players that have potentials. Am I making sense? Enzo, we want Enzo. Enzo has not, set the world on fire with his skills. No, the right back we bought 19 years. We are buying players with potential because we know Porter's job is to coach. He is going to form those guys, and we are going to be even better than what you're saying. He's going to be better than what you're seeing in Brighton. Yes, when Porter came in, people didn't like what he was doing, including me. I didn't really like how Porter was managing the team because even sometimes you could see a clear substitution that was supposed to be made. He's not going to make it. And so even we that are outside, we could see that, yes, that player needs help to be replaced, but he's not going to do that. So I actually don't know. That's one of the reasons why I think he is lacking it in a way. And we'll be having series of loss. But one thing that just kept Chelsea happy is the kind of sponsors we have. I'm talking about Bowley, So if Bowley hadn't made any signing this season, and Chelsea has been losing back to back, believe me, Chelsea would have been in a crisis. Right now, nobody actually says Chelsea are in a crisis, because they are seeing that we are building. And I think the reasons why they are going all out, spending a lot of money, is because of maybe next season there will be FFP, right? The FFP
they're gonna limit our contract.
Yeah, so they will limit our contract. They might even stop us from doing another business, and then we're stuck. So that's why now you have the advantage. Take it, and then when it strikes you or they stop you from making signings, at least you already got what you want. And secondly, I think they still have hope for top 4. To be honest, I think Chelsea can still make top 4. The reason why I said that is because it's just 10 points between us and 10 points. That's just about three losses, and we're there. Okay, I don't want to start saying, it depends on other guys, they might lose. Yes, but if we go on a consecutive win, let me say straight 8 wins, I'm sure we're going to be either in top 4 or we're going to be smelling the bottom of the top 4. Okay, so I think that this Bowley going on out spending heaven and...
You are breaking a little bit, brother.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
somebody just keep calling me. I just keep busy in the line.
Hey, you can. We still here. You can answer
really,
to the phone.
I want to drive in my point.
Yeah.
So I think they're going all out because they want to go for that top 4. It's visible. It's realistic. Yes, you can get top 4 if you fix some little things. You can get top 4. And don't forget, Chelsea are top of the group stage in Champions League, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we can fight this top 4 being in the Champions League on 2 different angles. 1, you can fight to get top 4, and 2, you can fight to win the Champions League. So the season is not yet thrown in the bag. The season is still fresh. That we are just because of the World Cup. We just got to half of the season, so we still have roughly about 19 games to play, and that's roughly about 50-something points.
Yeah,
so
a lot of points to win.
Yes, a lot of points in the bag. I'm not canceling the season. It's just 10 points, and I think after these players come in, they want to set a standard for Graham Potter and tell him, look, we're aiming for top 4 and then maybe Champions League, because Chelsea, we might lose to Brighton, we might lose to Brentford, but we're going to win in Champions League to Real Madrid. So that is what I think that wants to happen, and that's why they're going all out, because next season we might not be able to sign players we want.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ishmael, are you still there?
Yes, brother, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. So, who wanna jump? Who hasn't talked? Even Gordon, Mr. Harry, anybody that wanna jump, feel free to do so.
If Brother Henry can go, if he wants to go, he can go.
Henry, are you there?
Yeah, I just want to add that as far as Eagles are concerned, I think it's not about screaming. Zidane is not a screaming coach, but he's there. He manages them. His players. I think with the players that are coming in, these are players who haven't really achieved a lot, and I think these particular profiles are being scouted because Potter can manage them. He can manage them. Unlike, let me say, for example, I think there was and this also helps with the backing of the board. I remember I think there was a statement that Julian Nagelsmann of Bayern made that when he went to the dressing room, there were certain players like Thomas Müller. He was wondering, how am I going to face this guy? He's won everything, right? But we don't, apart from Aspilicueta and Jorginho, maybe to an extent Raheem Sterling, who else can resist? Who else has a big ego there? I don't think Kai or Mason Mount or can really stand up to. And now we don't have, we are in a process of eliminating player power. So I think Potter will do just fine in his capacity. It's just a different way. We don't have to be used to the Pep Guardiola way or the Jurgen Klopp way. It's just a different way. It's not bad, but it's a different way. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I understand that, brother. I completely understand that. All right, people. So slowly and surely here, I think people are getting tired, and we're getting tired too. Just checking.
Brother, can I add something?
Yeah, go, man.
Yes, the point that Brother Ike actually brought up regarding us fighting on all fronts. I'm very hopeful that we can do that as well. But if we all look at the bigger picture, if we put all our basket, if we put all our eggs in the basket of the Champions League, that's understandable. But the only thing that worries me is the fact that if we want to fight for top 4 and Champions League, we need to be able to rotate players. And now that we have all these injuries, and we all know that they're going to be gradually brought back into the team, it's going to take time. And the top 4 is not going to wait for us. We can go for the run, but it's going to be gradually taking time, especially when the Champions League kicks off again and the games start coming in thick and fast. So I am worried that if we're going to fight for the top 4 on top of the Champions League, it's going to be a little bit difficult. But I'm also hopeful. But just the injuries worry me.
I got your concern. All right.
Yeah, I clearly understand what Ismail, right? Ismail said. Yeah, but we have roughly, I don't know, have you ever counted our players? Like, have you counted how many players we have?
We have so many of them.
If you have so many players, like, I don't know if it's up to 40 or whatever. If you have those players and they're all coming back to be fit, because very soon we're going to have a bunch of players, you're not going to be playing match in, match out. Okay, because one of the problems we were having was that our players were playing match in, match out. If you don't, if once you see our lineup, you must see Mount there, you must see Thiago Silva there, just must. But right now we have players that can substitute. Therefore, if we go on the run, and remember, most of our players, they're not waste. They're not waste. They are real good players that lack momentum. Once they see that somebody is there, maybe to bench them, or they see us going on a winning streak, wow, you see everybody gets carried up, positivity comes up and all that, and you see people shining. So if we can keep those players, don't sell any player for now, use them to fight for top 4 and for Champions League. From maximizing and utilizing everybody's potential, then Porter can select who I want to keep and who should go. Right now, you can't tell me Carragher should go, because you have not played Carragher and Enzo. You could surprise you when you play Carragher and Enzo.
Yeah, some combinations might work very good. You're right.
Some combination will come up. I'll be like, wow, this is a spark. Okay, and even sometimes you see the left attacking or the right back will tell you, look, he will tell the coach, look, I have more chemistry with this guy.
Yeah, and talking about chemistry, did you see how Hakim Ziyech and Mudryk worked together the first game? Like they were switching. They were switching the ball from one thing.
Mudryk was not even offside in any of the crosses.
Yeah,
Mudryk knew he was going to be there, and Mudryk was having space. So if you combine that chemistry with somebody who can, his first touches are like Mudryk, his first touches was poor, but if you work on his touches, my dear, we're going to be flying. So that's why chemistry is important. Keep everybody, find the chemistry, fight in all war fronts, fight in the Premier League, fight, because you have the players. You do have the players. Okay, I know some players who play a full season in Liverpool, full season, and they're still strong in Man City and all that. So come on, we can get some of those players, get the chemistry and get the ball rolling.
I agree with you. We have to keep all those players, because some of them, of course, are coming from an injury, and we don't know how good or bad they're gonna be, or they're gonna get re-injury again. So all of them, keep them. Let's fight, all gun blazing until the last day of the season.
Exactly.
What's gonna happen? Gonna happen. Champions League, top 4, whatever. But let's just go all gun blazing. Bobby, do you have some breaking news for us?
Big up, guys. Big up. I heard the person talking earlier, and I thought, you know what? Let me jump on. He's so right. I love hearing this sort of thing, because I'm sick and tired of the sell brigade. Sell it, without any vision as to what that means to the club. To be honest, as you guys are saying, Chelsea shouldn't sell anybody till the summer. Let's just work with what we have, see how it fits in the summer. Then we can review and see who we've got left to get, and then who we can choose to sell. The choice of selling should be down to the club that holds the contract, not the other way around. So I'm totally behind that. In terms of update, look, guys, these last couple of days is going to be a crazy transfer as far as we're concerned, because we all know we've got to do something with the midfield. And exactly how that's going to pan out, nobody knows yet. It's really crazy. I'm hearing rumors that we are prepared to trigger the release clause, which has got Benfica, particularly Rui Costa, panicked because he didn't think we would. However, it looks very much as if that decision won't be solely down to him. And look, if anybody comes and drops 100 and £5 million, 127 million euros on your table. You have got to be an absolute fool after buying somebody for what, 10 million or less, not to take it. It's insane that you would even consider not doing it, honestly. And the board at Benfica will hang Rui Costa off the nearest lamppost if he dares say no to that. So it's up to Bowley and Co. I think if they're prepared to do that, do it. And I wouldn't be surprised if come deadline day, this happens. You know, I don't know. I'm not speaking from any information, but just from my own feeling and logic. And I tell you what could also surprise people. They may do this along with Moises Caicedo.
Oh wow, that is going to be something.
I don't want us to spend 90 on Moises. I don't think it's anywhere near worth it. But if the owners of Chelsea and their technical team believe it's worth the move, they'll make the move. They're not scared of spending money. It's just they will spend the money in the right way for them. So watch this space.
Yeah, I agree. We have to expect something, something big the last minute. Mr. Blue London, are you there? You're the same guy from Dubai, right? You changed your name. Hello? Blue London, unmute yourself, please.
Yeah.
Change your name.
Yeah, change.
Blue London, unmute yourself, please.
Oh, you have a lot of echoes.
Yeah, change. Are you hearing me?
Unmute yourself, please.
No, we can't hear you. You have a lot of windows open in your computer, and a lot of echoes coming back. So, yeah, we can't really take you at this current moment. Let's see. So slowly and surely we are going to wrap up this show, but we're still here like for a few more minutes. Yeah, what do you have to say, Mr.
I want to add. Oh.
Hey, good afternoon. I just wanted to say good afternoon to all Liverpool fans. How does it feel like to get your behind beaten by Brighton a second time this season? It seems like you guys cannot beat the Ecuadorian trio at Brighton.
Yeah, he didn't even play. Caicedo didn't even play.
That is true, but he's still part of the team, sir.
Yeah, he's out of the team right now. He's on strike. He's fasting. He can't even eat anything until they let him go. He's striking. He's not gonna eat. No. He's not gonna drink anything right now. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So yesterday you made a post, right? You responded to what I think Fabrizio put up. You said that you're against players really expressing themselves that they want to leave the club before the season or the contract's up, right?
Yes.
You said you're not really a big fan of that.
But
my thing is,
you didn't finish. You didn't finish my sentence. But I said, but I understand and respect. Didn't I say that? I think you pick up one area that you will just make your point to try to get on me. I know you very well. I said, I understand. When it happened to your team, right? When Thibaut Courtois refused to train with us, we were lacking on the goalkeeper. We were all over the place. We ended up by going and buy 75 million on Kepa Arrizabalaga because of what he did. You understand that if you are a fan of that club, you're not going to be happy. But at the end of the day, if you look at his own situation, the way he explained, the background he's coming from, and at Brighton, he's like, I don't know, 10K a week, and you're going to get 150K, 200K a week at Chelsea or you know, or let's say Arsenal, you must be crazy to refuse that kind of money. So I understand from both sides. But you want to pick your side just to get on me. I know you very well, my brother. Go.
Yes. I specifically wanted to say that you said that you're against it, but you respect it. But my thing is, I think Mr. Uggs would have been better with it. He would have never said, I'm against it. Mr. Uggs would have been like, Hashtag let him go. Hashtag free Caicedo.
Yeah.
Hashtag let's go.
We are all biased. We are all biased. We are fan of football. What do you expect me?
Let me finish.
Yes, sir.
Let me finish.
Go on.
Let me finish. I finally got to use it. Sorry. You would have been in a different set of mindset had you known if he's going to Chelsea. You would have been like, let him go to Chelsea. Come on, get the money and let him go. But you know he's going to Arsenal. You're like, I'm really against players doing that. It's not cool. But I respect it. But nah. So I think Mr. Uggs is.
So I have to use the same energy. So it's like a double standard, right? So double standard. Yeah, correct. People, you heard here first. Sir. I've been accused of being double standard here, and that's what football fans are all about. If it benefits your team, correct, you show a different energy. If it benefits another team,
yes,
you hope that it fails. That's the way it is. I'm not gonna change or apologize about that. How about that?
Absolutely. We own it. We own it.
I own it. I'm not gonna apologize for anything. Okay, Mr. Andrew, my brother, thank you for the donation. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's me. I'm here. I own my bias. I own my Chelsea bias.
Yeah. I don't apologize to anything. I am biased, guy. Everybody knows about it.
Correct. And I'm glad you guys can realize that. Because with the argument that we had the other day, the discussion, as far as you guys say, because Chelsea is building their history, it's like
the long history, contract.
First of all,
that is another.
This is building a precedent.
I was exposing your bias, and I was exposing the corruption that backs you guys up and attacks Chelsea from the authorities' point of view. That wasn't bias. That was just reality. The way they come at Chelsea when we're making our moves is appalling. Appalling. By the way, you're still trying to trigger financial levers, and nobody's talking. You want to buy more players, and your FA is telling you to cut down your wage bill. Who does that? How are you getting away with this stuff?
You don't get it though. Like if the club goes down and they break, like that's it. All right, then you guys have to sell everything. That's it. But Chelsea's building a dangerous precedent where small clubs, they have absolutely no history like Chelsea, and they have like little to no money behind them. They're gonna start doing these 20, 30-year contracts with players, and guess what? They're not going to be in the Premier League in 2 years.
That's your opinion, but if you listen to what I said, which makes what you say a complete contradiction, in that small clubs with no history like Barcelona could mortgage their clubs like Barcelona to buy players for short-term, for the hope of short-term success. And when it fails, they will go under. So you're contradicting yourself. Just admit it.
No,
you're being favored.
These small clubs
being attacked.
If these small clubs sell themselves, they won't get as much money as Barcelona. Like, who wants to see the Wolves TV rights? Nobody. They're probably going to get a couple thousand, and that's it.
Ooh,
Barcelona, you got Epic Games.
TV rights in this
Epic
country,
Games.
The TV rights in this country, for clubs in the Premier League is a lot of money.
Yeah, and they share the same.
They can make a lot of money. So don't say that. A club like Nottingham Forest now that's buying all these players, if they mortgage their club based on their TV rights, maybe to buy a Moises Caicedo, for example, copying the Barcelona model, and then get relegated back to the
championship.
Where does that leave them? So don't contradict yourself, man. You're wrong. It's simple.
Yeah. You are wrong, brother. You are wrong. You are wrong. We are right.
He's called a Barcelona fan.
Yeah, he's a Barcelona fan.
Well,
no, I'm a football fan, but I talk straight. Like I'm not biased. These gentlemen here are biased. You heard it themselves. They said it.
Okay. Let me just address Brother Kola. You see, with Barcelona, yes, you are a big team. Let's be honest. You guys did a lot. But at the moment, just the way you guys were going through a build-up, even though you pulled the levers, we are going through a build-up as well. And recently, if you want to talk about history, since you said you're a straight shooter, we are the latest team, in comparison to Barcelona, to win the Champions League.
Yeah.
And right now, right now, you're worrying about the Europa League. So, brother, even though we talk about the past, we are only here right now. And right now, you guys are fighting for the Europa League. So you have your battles and we have ours, which is the Champions League. So let's respect the levels for now.
Yeah, let's respect the level.
Well, I mean, levels. You guys are in 10th place. Barcelona's in first place.
Listen,
in the league.
three games, three
levels.
wins here. Listen, we are just in the middle of the season. Only 3 wins, and you see us fighting for top 4. So don't even talk about it. Impossible is not Chelsea. You know what I mean? Impossible.
And then you got
is
Mr.
not
Ugg
Chelsea. Saying what?
You got Mr. Ugg saying on Twitter, saying that you guys are gonna get the best now out of Sterling. Come on, Sterling's trash.
What do you want me to say? You think that I'm one of those fans that would come here and like throw everybody under the bus? Sometimes I can do, but majority of the time I support my boys. What do you expect me to say? Raheem Sterling plays for Chelsea Football Club. You want him or not, he's your player, and you support him. What's wrong with that? Yeah, man.
Well, there's that, and then I mean, Liverpool just what a declining season they've been having. They went from fighting for the quadruplet last year to now this. Very upsetting.
They beat us on penalties.
And
yeah, just to make sure, because you're gonna bring, they beat you. No, the referees and all the decisions that went against us, and then we managed to take them to the penalties. But of course, it's a lottery. So yeah, let's not even get there because we didn't lose. Technically, when you go to penalties, you don't lose. France. You don't lose when you go to penalties. It's not recorded as a loss. It's a draw. So
I disagree.
Okay, good.
I'll be listening. Everybody, Soccer IQ. Don't forget about Soccer IQ. This is where Uggs is usually at.
All right.
Soccer IQ, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Let's go Manchester United. Thank you.
Rashford is going to give you sleepless nights. You heard it here first.
Yeah. He's promoting Manchester United in Barcelona. Anyways, thank you, brother Andrew, for the donation. He said that, hey there, my brother, blessings. Blessings to you and yours, your Blue Army. Put this towards Enzo Fernandez. Send money, man. Everybody send some money here so we can have a big budget for Enzo Fernandez because he's coming to Chelsea. Mr. GP, do you have any breaking news for us?
No, I'm very happy because I'm still praying right now in my bedroom, like to have Enzo Fernandez these 3 days, man.
Okay, keep praying, bro. But you have to eat something. Don't go fasting because we don't want to lose you.
I'm cooking right now.
Yeah.
Don't be like Caicedo.
Yeah. Don't be like Caicedo, man. Don't lose your life. All right.
But, man, Mr. Fact, man, what are we going to do about our ex-legend, Eden Hazard? One guy just called me, like from France. He just told me, because I sent him the link today morning.
Uh-huh.
And then he just told me, Jean-Paul, when are you coming back to your country? He said, I'm going to come there in France soon. But can you talk to your brother there? Maybe he can go to Spain and talk to Eden Hazard like in the restaurant. He can go back to Premier League. He's doing nothing.
Yeah, Eden Hazard really, damaged his career. I mean, it wasn't intended that he's gonna be that way, but things happen in life. Now he's not even used anymore. He's always on the bench. You will see him sad. Ancelotti don't want to use him. Vinicius Junior is flying. Rodri is good. So, yeah, that brother, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I think it's too late for him to come to Chelsea.
Yeah, and I got another question. I just see the news right now about Cesar Azpilicueta is leaving in the summer, right?
We don't know yet. He got 3 years contract. He got a lot of money. We doubled his salary last summer. I think it was the right time to let him go to Barcelona, relax on the beach, play for Barcelona, finish his career over there back home. We decided to keep him, increase his salary, but now on the pitch he's not really performing. So we don't know. Those are just speculations. Nobody will tell you definitely that he's leaving or not. You have to find somebody to take him, you know. And if he decides to stay because he's on very good money for 3 years, nothing you can do about it. And I'm not gonna blame him because you gave him a contract, a very juicy one. Normally, when people get to their 30s, you start giving them 1 year contract with less money, okay? But we doubled his salary. So if I was Azpilicueta, I don't find a club. I'm going to sit until 3 years, bro. You pay me my money. Simple as that. Because I wanted to go. You made this mistake yourself.
Bro, another question was about if Enzo Fernandez and the opinion about the club or Chelsea made like 100 million on the table, then they can choose like a player. So my opinion is like to ask like a Chelsea fans. So which player in your idea I could go to exchange or about Enzo Fernandez?
What do you mean? Like if we don't get Fernandez, what player can replace him? That's what you mean?
No, because Chelsea, about 100 million. The president say he's gonna make 100 million and plus players. So which player we gonna afford?
Oh yeah, that offer apparently is off the table. Now we offered 120 million, which is the release clause. We are ready to pay, but the payment, how are we gonna pay it, is the problem. They refused cash plus players apparently because there is nothing official. But another news just came out to say that we offered actually the release clause. Bam, the money, 120. But we can't pay it immediately because of the structure and the financial fair play. So let's wait and see what's going to happen. So if it was about the players, let's assume that they accepted players plus money. What players I would get rid of? For me, our midfielders, I will drive them myself to the airport, to Porto, whatever, drop them over there. How about that? You know who I'm talking about, right? Our midfielder.
I know, Mr. Lenzi.
I will bring, he's going to be first, and other position, other players, I don't know really. Yeah.
Jorginho can go, man.
I don't want to let Hakim Ziyech go. That is my biased opinion. Everybody knows that is my brother. I would never let him down. So I want to keep him because the chemistry between him and Mudryk looked very good. So, yeah, but at the end, I don't make decisions. It is what it is. Mr. Munaisa on YouTube said that give them Jorginho 5 and Gallagher. Yeah, I'm not too sure about Gallagher. I still believe that guy got something on him. Just we don't know how to use him, and he's victim of, playing different positions and also, systems and players around him. I still believe when we fix that midfield situation, we can see the best out of Gallagher, Mount, and even Harvard. That is my own opinion. You don't have to agree with me. Mr. London is blue. What do you have to say? Blue London. Come on, GP. Mute yourself. We can hear the chicken that you are frying and everything. London is blue. Let's go. Blue London. You are in the building. Mr. Blue. Hello, Mr. Blue. 1. Mr. Blue. 2. Mr. Blue. 3. Mr. Blue. Goodbye. So, Mr. Blue, we can't hear you, so I'm going to have to take you off. All right. Anybody that want to bring something on the table, let's go. Ishmael, do you have anything?
Who wanted to go first? Brother Henry, I think.
Well, I wanted to say that if we can't have Enzo by the close of the transfer window, we should still pursue him. Like what happened to Milan Skriniar, who is signing. Even if he stays, but we should still get him.
Skriniar is going to PSG, right?
Yes, but he'll be playing. He's agreed to join in the summer.
Because he only has like 6 months left on his contract, but Enzo still has like 5 years, bro. That's the difference.
Yeah, but I think we can still pursue a deal even when after the transfer window, and something can come up by the summer if we can't get him. I believe we should get our first choice players and not go and bring a Bakayoko in as a replacement.
Yeah,
God forbid.
I just want to drop one thing too. Our brother Tosin Odoi just got another injury. I feel bad for that brother.
Callum? Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna come back to Chelsea anymore. I think he's done with Chelsea. I think we're gonna make Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't see him at Chelsea. We have Sterling. We have Mudryk. We have other players that can play from that position. I think we're gonna make some kind of deals with a team in Germany somewhere. Make a deal. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, good luck. Good luck, Callum. It's sad. The brother been destroyed by injuries, just like Loftus-Cheek, just like many of our academy product. So very, very sad indeed. All right, GP, you are back. Stop cooking. When you're cooking, you have to mute yourself because we can hear everything.
No, it was my washing machine, man. I'm gonna cancel.
Okay.
Let me just add to
go on,
Potter point earlier.
Yes.
You know, brother, this is one point that I've never seen any Chelsea fan speak about. I know that, you know, even though Brother Henry hit the nail on the head when he said Zidane is also a quiet coach. And you know, he does his talking in the training ground. But with Potter, in order for all these upcoming talents, let's call them for now, in order for them to believe in what he's doing, he had to speak to them.
Yeah.
And as we know, when most of the players speak to the coach, they're still a bit apprehensive. But so far, even if we take the Mudryk's hijack as an example, from one conversation with Potter, everybody wants to come to Chelsea.
Yeah.
That I've never heard a player being apprehensive. I've never heard a player being doubtful.
Yeah, everybody's talking about the new project. Like the manager, I talked to the manager and it was cool. Yeah.
Yes, and everybody seems sold. Especially all these talented players. So I'm thinking, because I remember I read it yesterday in one of the reports, and that said Moises Caicedo, he spoke to Graham Potter as well.
Yeah.
And then this message came out of nowhere after that conversation, apparently. And when Enzo spoke to Potter as well, and then he in the first half of January, he didn't even want to train with the team. So I think that the project is very, very attractive for all these particular players that we are going for.
Yes. And
this is what keeps me hopeful with Enzo. Even if we don't get him this window, I believe they're going to strike a deal just to make Rui Costa happy. If it's possible, just to make him happy, we strike a deal with the player now, and he stays with them until summer.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just the way we did with Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto is a blue people. Next season, get ready because we're not gonna collapse again when Reece James is injured and we collapse. No. This time around, Reece James is out. We have Malo Gusto. Chile is out. We have Cucurella and even the young
Lewis Hall.
Yeah, Lewis Hall. So we have options. So I'm very happy about it.
Even in the Malo Gusto deal, I heard, I don't know if you heard the report, Manchester United tried to hijack the deal. They tried to speak to him.
Yeah.
But this is why I'm very particularly concentrating on this point. Everybody that speaks to Potter believes in the project.
Yes.
All the players he spoke to so far came. Malo Gusto, when he was approached by Man United, he said, no,
I'm going to Chelsea because the project is very exciting. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm very hopeful in that terms.
Me too. I'm very hopeful. So people, we're going to leave in about less than 10 minutes because it's time. It's about lunchtime for the Blue Army. But if you guys can help me get 100 likes, okay? We are almost there. Let's get there. Let's subscribe and let's like. It's Sunday, man. Be generous. If you want us to buy this Enzo, show some. Be generous. Your likes might help get more money here, so we can increase the budget. The budget. Okay, Mr. GP, you are back again. You have to talk now and say goodbye because you are very busy doing your laundry, cooking. Where is your girlfriend, anyways?
And you are fasting as well.
And you are fasting the same time. Yeah.
I don't have a girlfriend in America. I don't want it.
Okay, yeah, let's not get to that field.
America is crazy.
No, we are not crazy.
Monaco.
All right. Okay, so what you have to say? What is your agenda now? Football agenda. Let's focus on football.
So the way I'm gonna say about this Sunday or like this weekend is about like the way my brother just finished up over there about the coach spoke with the couple players. So for me, the coach have to keep that faith to speak with the new signing and everything, so we can achieve a good structure and good foundation in the club. Because sometimes the coach is the key about the transfers. And then I hope this window, because Chelsea is Chelsea, we always like Hijacked. I remember when Eden Hazard should sign for Manchester United or Liverpool, Roman Abramovic, he called the agent and then Eden Hazard got Chelsea. So let's see, because we still have probability if Enzo Fernandez is not going to come in, maybe we're going to hijack Caicedo. He can come to Chelsea in this few hours left. So that is my opinion. Maybe we can meet tomorrow.
All right. So, Mr. GP, when you finish cooking tonight, probably we're going to be live. Who knows? Because many of my people from like Australia, USA, they tell me, they always miss the show. They always watch when the video goes up as a video, but they would like to participate. So if I have time and the Blue Army are sleeping, I can jump probably when we announce another big signing tonight. Who knows, Mr. Clay, happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday to you. Mr. Vasco Tembo say it's a big mistake to let Kalim Hussein-Odoi go. He will offload Christian Pulisic instead of Kalim Hussein-Odoi. That is your opinion. Mr. Kat, my brother. Nice to see you, long time. Hello. Nice to see you. And everybody in the chat. I'm not ignoring everybody here, but we have to keep up with the show. Mr. Abdullah Saar say that happy. Very happy. You very happy about what? About Chelsea signing or about Brighton beating Liverpool? Tell us why are you happy. So we're still here for, let me see. Okay, less than 10 minutes. We're going to go around and allow other brother to say goodbye and go take care of their families. Thank you so much, really, for sticking with me here for hours. I can't stop talking. Let's start by Mr. Gordon. You have something else? You have a breaking news? You want to conclude with something positive or negative? Let's go. Empty your pocket. Henry, you there? Still there? No? Gone? Henry is not there, so let's go to Ishmael.
Yes, brother.
Yes.
You said that you like to talk, but actually it's therapeutic for us. This is our therapy.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
So thank you for giving us the chance to go through this therapy.
Yes, sir.
As Chelsea fans. What I wanted to add, brother, is the way I see it now, it's the quiet before the storm. We know,
yeah.
We know with Chelsea, they will go all guns blazing.
Yeah.
In this window because of FFP and the pressure that all the other teams have put on us with all their complaints to FIFA. So this window, I'm very hopeful that we get either Enzo or Caicedo or even both.
Yeah,
because it is
going
possible.
to be something else. We do that, Todd Boehly, man. I don't know. I'm gonna build something in front of Stamford Bridge or something.
Yes, it's gonna be something big. Because they know if they get everything done by this window, they don't have to worry about the next 4 or 5 windows.
Yeah.
If everything
that is a good point.
Yeah. And also, one more thing just to add, and then I will finish. Do you remember the Caicedo situation now reminds me of Cucurella? Because I remember when Cucurella, even though he wanted to go to Man City, I remember when Chelsea Todd Boehly took Mr. Bloom to dinner before he convinced him to sign Cucurella to Chelsea.
Yes.
Cucurella was told to not to come to training. Just in the same situation as Caicedo.
Yeah.
And then after that, straight away, he was announced as a Chelsea player.
Of course.
So connecting the dots.
Beautiful meal. Yeah.
Yeah. So connecting the dots. I'm thinking this kind of style only comes from Third B. So probably it's another dinner invitation. And this is why they told him not to train. And hopefully soon he will be a Blue.
Yeah. That's very wise. Thank you so much, Mr. Ishmael, for helping, brother.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. Come back anytime. This is your home. Thank you so much. Henry, are you still there or should I just go? Probably you're doing something. Henry, are you still there, brother? No. I think maybe he fall asleep because I've been talking and taking all the time in the world. So, Henry, my brother, unfortunately, we can't hear you. You are muted and probably sleeping or eating dinner or something. We don't know. Lunchtime, probably. So, yeah, thank you so much for helping, Mr. Henry. Come back next time. We lost you here. Okay, few more comments here before I leave. Mr. Kanyile from South Africa. He said that, yo. How is it, my brother? All right. We good. We are at the end of the show, but we cool. Anyways, let me go ahead and plug myself a little bit. Soccer IQ, you all know, is another channel we're trying to push, and it's gonna be all the live streams over there very soon. But we're gonna be here from time to time just to push people over there. Link in the description. You wanna follow me? This is me here. Twitter, Instagram, same guy. I always follow people back. No egos, no nothing. Let's follow each other and let's grow the community. If you are on social media and you're not following me, you are missing out on something, you know. And the Green Turf, I always post some very, very good, interesting videos, you know, different, try to be different than other people. Now I'm working on a lot of short videos because that's what the new generation want. It's almost impossible to tell them to watch a long video. So we have a lot of short over there. Very interesting, very, very well done. So give it a chance. Green Turf YouTube channel, GFC, which is this channel here that you are watching me. And Soccer IQ, which is a new channel that we are trying to push. All right, so plugged my Instagram and my Twitter and my YouTube and all that. This is not what you want to hear. And we're going to double check together if we have any breaking news from anybody here. Nothing really. Talking about Sevilla, Anderlecht, De Zerbi, talking about Moises Caicedo. Nothing really about Chelsea. The only news about Chelsea is apparently we are offering 120 million, which is the price of the release clause. But we need a structure to pay it over the years. But when it comes to release clause, sometimes we have to bring all the money cash. So let's wait and see what's going to happen if Todd Bowley is going to accept to pay cash and not get in trouble with the financial fair play. Moises Caicedo still a possibility for Chelsea. So fingers crossed, something being cooked or it's still cooking. It's still in the kitchen. It starts smelling good, but we still have at least one big surprise, huge one. It's going to just take the world by storm. Chelsea Football Club, I'm telling you right now, it's something different. So, brothers and sisters, like I said, let me see how many likes. Thank you so much for your likes and your dislikes and your comment and your everything, because everything counts on YouTube. Is about engagement, okay? So whatever your comment was or whatever your reaction, dislike or like, everything counts. So thank you so much. Let me check here. Mr. WC, Chelsea looking strong. Okay. Abdullah Sarr said that we need Enzo Fernandez. All right. Enzo and Caicedo are good for Chelsea. Yeah, they're going to be good. The problem is it's a lot of money to pay, my brother. It's a lot of money to pay. So see you tonight or tomorrow morning. I don't know when, because it depends on my house. And yeah, put your notification on. Go on the Green Turf YouTube channel. Watch more videos, short and all kind of videos. And I'll see you next time. Blessings.